I was bullied as a kid, now I'm so scared to give my nerdy daughter what she really wants. Thank God she's brave. Eating lunch by myself, getting beat up by the other kids for being queer, homophobic big kids telling me I should unalive myself. That was my life until about 10th grade. I'm gay, but apparently everyone else in the world knew before me and they were determined to make my life a living hell for it. Thank God for therapy though, because riding that PTSD train was not it at all. I couldn't even walk past a middle school for years without crying and having panic attacks. But being in a 12-step program really made a difference for me, and when my husband and I adopted our daughter I thought things are going to be different. I am never going to let this girl get bullied ever in her life. She is never going to go through what I went through. And you know what, I thought I was doing a pretty good job, but just like they say, middle school changes everything. My husband has a more high-paying job and I work from home a few hours of the week, so I was the stay-at-home dad for the most part, taking care of Melissa, getting her ready for school, all that kind of stuff. But she's starting 6th grade now and she's getting so different from the other kids. I actually think she's amazing somehow because she's way braver to me. She cuts her own hair and messes it up on purpose because she thinks it looks cool. She wears my old band t-shirts and yeah, she stands out, but she's just not like the other kids at all, and I loved her for it, but I just don't want her to be bullied the way I was. So when I go shopping with her, she wants the backpack with the rainbows on it, but I tell her no sweetie, get the one with the stripes. She wants the boy t-shirts, she wants to wear a t-shirt with a shark on it paired with a skirt, but I just buy her a regular outfit instead. First day of school finally came around and she's wearing the outfit I picked out for her. I could tell that she hated it, but she's a good kid, she didn't fight about it. I drove her there, she was so quiet the whole time I figured she was just nervous, first day of school feelings. But when I watched her walk up to the front of the school I could tell she felt so uncomfortable and like she was hiding who she really was under the clothes I had picked for her. She hated them and she hated how she looked, and I had done all of it to her. After all that, I didn't expect her to come to my rescue, but somehow she did. I don't know how I ended up with her really. Well, after I dropped her off I basically went home and cried all day. I felt like the worst parent, and all those years of therapy were for nothing. When I picked her up I had this whole speech prepared about how I shouldn't stand in the way of her expressing herself however she wants, and how I was sorry I projected my trauma on her and all this stuff, and when she gets in the car her outfit looks completely different. I mean, they were the same clothes, but it looked like they had been totally restyled. They were cut in some areas, drawn on in other areas. I wanted to say what I was going to, but I was so surprised I said, "What happened to your clothes?" She told me she made a friend in art class and instead of doing art on the paper they decided to do it on their clothes instead. She has this little camera, she pulled it out and showed me the pictures of her doing the art project with her friend. She looked so happy, and the friend even had the same kind of hair as my daughter too. She said someone tried to say they looked weird, but she giggled and said we chased them down with the scissors like we were going to do with their clothes too, and then they left us alone. Classic me, I started crying again. She was a little nervous. She said, "Are you mad at me for ruining my new clothes?" I said, "No, absolutely not, I love it. Actually it was a complete mess, but that wasn't the point. I'm so proud of her and I love being her dad. I wish I could be just like her."